after much thought, because I watched Stephen A. when he was on Gil's Arena,
Yes, I did too.
so I got more insight to the conversation. And initially I was kind of like, yo, that was kind of corny on LeBron's part. But after Stephen A. kind of explained it, I'm kind of on LeBron's side now.
Explain that. How?
So he said LeBron came to him as a father. You know how, well, obviously we don't have kids, but we know for the most part, regardless of what our kids do, right or wrong, we're going to stick by them. We're going to try to defend them, et cetera, right? For the most part, that's what he's just trying to defend his son at the end of the day. He's not looking at it from a basketball aspect of...
But isn't that the problem? You put him in this space. He has to grow up one day.
But also at the same time, you don't critique somebody's way of parenting. Have you ever, the people that you deem closer to you that have children, have you chastised them publicly about the way
no.
about their parenting skills?
No. But the thing
have you spoken to them personally about their parenting skills?
But the thing about it, I believe...
But he has done, Stephen A. done this on a public broadcast, chastising LeBron about what he chose to do in his household.
But he did low-key defend himself on that angle, saying, yo, it was to protect all of y'all, if anything. Because he knew that it would come down to so much shit dropping on Bronny's, plate.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect that. And it's kind of like, everybody's saying, oh, you wouldn't do that. But it's like, this is the first time we actually have it where nigga got his son in the league with him.
Right.
And he's the only person that made it so public because he wanted to make sure his son got on. So it's like, you can't have both. Like, which one is it? You have to pick one side. You can't have both. So, I don't know. I think I can respect LeBron, but I feel like this shit is just too much. And it got to a point where Stephen A. was talking about, like, people was writing to him and certain people don't want to do interviews with him and all type of stupid shit like that. It's like, does that make sense? Like, the nigga's doing his job. He's not lying.
He's not really doing his job.
How?
One, you don't talk about people's parenting skills. Two, Bronny was drafted 55. I have yet to heard Stephen A. Smith even talk about number 1, 2, or 3.
But again,
and them niggas is bums too.
But this is the thing. I believe
Bronny's dropping 20, 22 in the G League, I think. You don't hear nothing about that.
The thing about it is that, remember, I feel besides like TNT and all the other podcasts, everybody has to stick to a certain script. I feel like they have to.
Right.
Like everything Kendrick Perkins says is fuckery to me. Like he's just trying to keep a paycheck. And I respect it.
You saw Saturday Night Live with his...
Yes, Keenan.
Yeah.
Like he averaged 2 points. Like you understand? He has to keep appearances. He has to keep a job. Nobody else wants to do anything else with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like everything is just fake. You kind of know what take they're going to take on everything. And like, it's just ESPN and Stephen A. Because Stephen A. is on 90% of the shows. So,
you don't think the timing of it all is nasty with Stephen A. also saying that he's going to do a show with, what's his name, Skip Bayless?
It dropped.
You watched it?
I watched part of it, and I'm not going to lie, I just wasn't interested. It's like...
It wasn't interesting?
Like,
whose platform was it on?
It was on Skip.
Mm. So that's why
I feel like he's throwing him a bone to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this point, it's like, I hate being on the other side of the business where I can kind of see when things is a money grab and people is hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Skip is on the decline. It's like...
So he's throwing a bone, this is fake, this is
like,
wrestling.
Like, yo, you put me on, let me do this. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Stephen A. He said, if it didn't go viral, I wouldn't have said anything. Nigga, LeBron is the number one topic. Everybody's going to... That ratings going to go through the roof. You just got 100 mil. This lines up too perfect for you not.
He also said on Gil's Arena, he said that the boss, whoever the boss is...
Said he has to talk about it.
Said he has to talk about it.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But again, like
this is all scripted.
Like I've said 1,000 times.
I want to know who's going to get the first interview. When LeBron retire, who's going to get the first interview? It would be...
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick. As he's probably still going to be a coach.
I mean, yeah, I used to do podcast.
It would be dope if he get... I mean, I doubt he'll give it to Skip, but that would be good.
Ooh.
Can you imagine that?
He ain't going to save that white man like that.
He's not.
He ain't going to save that white man like that. It probably would be Stephen A.
Well, so?
Nah, they beat
Not after this. No.
Nah. He's going to be Draymond. If Draymond retire first...
So much glazing.
It's ultra glazing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I said,
Hopefully we get Dre that interview.
what is Drake gonna say? Like, you know you ain't that good, right?